Hello and welcome. My name is Sonia Ross. I'm a spiritual psychotherapist, an energy healer, an author, and an intuitive. And on this channel, it is our goal and intention that everything we offer brings some healing and light into the lives of others and helps them to connect to the light within themselves. And we do this in multiple ways through an energy update, such as this one, through guided meditations, and angelic angel transmissions. So welcome to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome again. Please give this video a like, a thumbs up, and subscribing to our channel to continue to help it grow. I would greatly appreciate it. So Happy New Year. So we're beginning January 2025 with some very, very big energies. And so we're going to get started. So we're beginning the month with some very strong energies. So I use the tarot to develop this. And so the first cards I got were the Emperor, the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Trying to read my own handwriting. So we're beginning with the Emperor and the Magician. So the Emperor has to do with power and a level of forceful control. So there may be someone or something that is used to having a heavy-handed or even a bullying approach to life. But this card is right next to the magician, and the magician is the card of alchemy, power, and transformation, transformative change. So these big energies at the beginning of the month will set you on a new path of peace and abundance. There will be a new opening and a new beginning at the start of the year, a cultivation of new resources and new possibilities. So it's going to be like the energy of a big opening up because it was the Emperor, then it was the Magician, and then it was then it was the Ace of Pentacles. And I really felt as I looked at the card, like this is like it's like the hand is giving you a new opportunity to step onto a new path. And it's the beginning of the year, but I definitely felt for some of us, there's going to be like a great opening, a significant opening to just kind of like to chart a new course and to begin again. And so then there was the energy of the high priestess, and the energy of the high priestess or the the feminine is here to support these new changes. And so what was really, really interesting about this is that the feminine energies all over January of 2025. It's very big. It was very strong. All the cards I pulled and looked at, the feminine energy was very big, very strong. It was coming through very, very powerful in multiple ways. And we also had a lot of repeating cards as I did this. So the high priestess helps us to understand the mysteries that are within and seeing things on a deeper level inside of ourselves and in the outside world. So this month is definitely beginning with a lot of big, strong energy. And with the Three of Pentacles, we have the spirit of collaboration and building things together. So be on the lookout for opportunities to do just that. Work with others, collaborate, and build things together. With the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, here you are definitely going to feel more connected to your strength and feminine power. So I'm just talking about the four. I did it in rows, right? So I pulled cards for each week. And since we're beginning January with only 4 days, January 1st through 4th, even in those first initial days of the month, there's going to be a lot of big energy. A lot of big energy and a lot of, strong feminine energy. So I'm excited to see what that actually means, how that unfolds, and to hear from you all about how that's unfolding for your life. So with the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands here, you're definitely going to feel more connected to your strength and your feminine power. So allow yourself to really feel that and allow this energy to carry you through any challenges or moments where you may feel unsure, unsteady, or alone. So remind yourself that you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of power, you have a lot of internal resources. And so if things make it, you may start have moments where you feel a little shaky or rocky, but remember, call on these energies because we have some very, very strong energies in the first 4 days of January and definitely all through January. So call on it. And so the themes for January from the 1st to the 4th are power, alchemy, and feminine power. So power, alchemy, and feminine power. So the energy of the feminine is very, very strong. And so I hope you'll take that. I hope you'll internalize it, and I hope you'll use it. Okay, so the themes for I'll have timestamps for broken down by week. And so the themes for the second week of January, excuse me, the themes for the first full week of January, January 5th through the 11th are let's see, a new doorway is opening. So step through it with wisdom. So for the days of January 5th through 11th, the themes for that week are a new doorway is opening. So step through it with wisdom. Okay. So this energy is very, very interesting once again. Still a feminine energy that's asserting its power. So after I pulled the cards again for that first full week of and a first full week of January, the feminine energy was just very strong once again, very strong, very clear. Those cards were the Ace of Swords, the World, the King of Swords, the King or the Knight. I think it was the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Yes, it was the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So there's going to be feminine energy asserting its power. So we begin with the sword of truth. So we will be more clear-headed, more decisive, and speaking up. We must do this to put an end to a cycle in our life that may have been destructive and no longer served us. The world card is here. So a powerful new journey is beginning for us. We are stepping into a new world, dimension, or a state of being. Because as I looked at the world card, it looked to me just like very powerful. And the deck I used for this was the Cosmic Wonder deck. And this looked very powerful, and it looked like she was about to float through the circle that usually surrounds her, and like she was just stepping into, I felt like for me, when I looked at it, I felt like she was about to step into like a different dimension. So that energy is very, very, very strong. So see if you can connect with that energy and that power within yourselves, because remember, the world card is here. So a powerful new journey is beginning for us. We are stepping into a new world, dimension, or state of being. The world card was bookended by the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So a lot of strong energy to drive forward and to take new action. But as you embark on this new path, the Ace of Pentacles makes sure that you're not being too impulsive and headstrong. And so again, just a reminder, we had the Ace of Pentacles for the first 4 days of January, and we have the Ace of Pentacles repeating. So we have repeating cards here as a reminder to us that we are beginning to step onto a new path. It's like Spirit wanted to reiterate that to us. Like we are beginning to step onto a new path. So what is that new path that you are stepping onto in your life? And yes, it's the beginning of the year. So maybe you are kind of thinking you want to do some different things. A lot of people do this, but I felt like it was deeper. I felt like many people are kind of having this new opening within themselves, this time where they like, oh wait, I need to make a change. And it just happens to coincide with the new year. But this is probably something that's been in brewing for a very long time. And you have felt this, I want to say, this need and this urgency to shift into a new state. And now you're really like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this step. And it feels very new. It feels very fresh. And um and what I'm picking up on is that it feels very new and fresh in that it's like a freeing feeling. It's like people stepping onto a new path and it's giving you a freeing feeling. And it's like, you know, it's like you're being presented with the Ace of Pentacles. You just something, a new opportunity is being presented to you, and it's taking you down a new road, a road that may be unexpected, or a road of opportunity that you didn't know you could have for yourself. So as I was saying, yes, this may be something that you had wanted, something you've been thinking about a long time, but now once you make up your mind and you're being more decisive about it, now you're kind of like, oh wow, I'm really doing this. And wow, this feels amazing. This feels really good. And you're just going to feel so much more free, so much more lighter, and so much more like unburdened. I'll just leave that with you. So remember, as you embark on this new path with the Ace of Pentacles, make sure you are not being impulsive and headstrong, because we have the Knight of Swords here. So that can be a lot of, excuse me, hard charging, fast moving energy. That can be an energy of, okay, now that I've made up my mind, I'm just going to want to go. Remember, we always have to use wisdom. Take a deep breath. You're about to embark on something new, something freeing, something refreshing that feels like you've made a fundamental change in your life. But remember, use caution, slow down, make sure you're doing the things you need to so that you take this new step and this new approach in a wise way with wisdom. So again, just repeating about the Ace of Pentacles here is here again to reinforce that new path, that new beginning that will be ahead of us. A new path is being forged. So since this card has appeared twice, be on the lookout for a new beginning of a prosperous journey. Then we have the Queen of Swords right next to the Star card. So a lot of strong feminine energy around being decisive and speaking to your power. The star is here to show the power and vulnerability of standing strong and speaking your truth. There's a lot of power and vulnerability in being truly seen. There is a lot of power and vulnerability in being truly seen. So if you think about the fact that you may be stepping onto a new path, and things you may have been ruminating on some decisions for a while and you're finally ready to step on this new path, just it's like, again, I'm getting the feeling that you're just feeling unburdened. You're feeling unburdened, like you're being unshackled from um some of that bullying energy that was kind of coming up originally with the emperor. And you're just really feeling like, wow, you know I'm free. And so whatever that means for you, whatever that I'm free means for you, you're going to really, really feel it. You're going to really feel that sense of freedom. And the star is here. The star is naked. She's vulnerable. She's kind of staring in the card that guy used. She's kind of like, she's naked. She's vulnerable. She's facing away from the picture. She's staring up at the stars. She's kind of like, she's just totally bare. And you may be stepping into it. This is what I was talking about, the sense of freedom. You just could stepping into a new sense where you just feel completely unburdened. You feel vulnerable, but you don't feel weak. You feel vulnerable, but you also feel strong. And it's like you're finally connecting to the strength of your vulnerability. So the star is here to show you the power and vulnerability of standing strong and speaking your truth. There's a lot of power and vulnerability in being truly seen. And then we end the week with the King of Pentacles. So there may be an energy of greed and materialism or towards around you, around us, um, at the end of the week. And remember our themes. Our themes for this week, for the 5th through the 11th, are a new doorway is opening. So step through it with wisdom. And so for the second week, the second full week, the 12th through the 18th, those themes are secrets will be revealed, high emotion, joyful celebration, inspiration, victory, emotional vulnerability, and the power in standing still. So the themes for that week will be secrets revealed, high emotions, joyful celebration, inspiration, a victory, emotional vulnerability, and the power in standing still. So again, for this week, we have several repeating cards once again. And we had the High Priestess come back again. We had the Ace of Cups. We had the Four of Wands. We had the Ace of Wands. And we had the Six of Wands. So a lot of energy, a lot of fire. We had the Star. The Star came up again. And we had the Knight of Pentacles. So for this week, we have several repeating cards. The High Priestess has joined us again. Again, she's the woman of mystery. The High Priestess is here again to start the week after ending the week with the greedy, overly opulent energy of the King of Pentacles. For me, when I see the King of Pentacles, I just get a feeling of greed, imbalanced materialism. She is here to reveal secrets and mysteries that were previously unknown to us. The High Priestess is here to reveal secrets and mysteries that were previously unknown to us. This may cause our emotions to be overflowing and might even cause feelings of overwhelm, but it will be a time of rejoicing and celebration as well. We will feel enlivened, inspired, and that we are going to write a new beginning in our lives. Because when the Ace of Wands in this deck is really interesting, it's like the hand of God is coming out, and the wand to me looked like a pen. And so that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like we're writing a new story, which kind of goes back into what we were saying before about the Ace of Pentacles and that opening and that going down a new road. So the hand of God has reached out and he has the wand, and it's time to write a new story. And it's like the hand of God will write this new chapter. And for me, that means more divine inspiration and accessing inspired knowledge and just feeling more open and connected overall. Then we have another Wands card. So that's 3 in a row to tell us about some of the joy, energy, and vibrancy ahead for us in this week. And the Six of Wands is another reason to feel empowered by a recent victory. This could be the victory of this new road you're stepping down. This could be the victory of this new decision making, this new freedom, this new I wanted to say abundance, this new prosperity, this new feeling of, being connected to your power. Like you're feeling like you've overcome a victory. Like you feel like you've overcome a situation and like you're in a place of victory. You're feeling victorious. And again, the Star card is next to the Six of Wands, and the Star card is here again to say that with this powerful energy is a sense of exposure and vulnerability, maybe seeing yourself in a new way for the first time, or maybe even seeing yourself for the first time. Maybe even, you know, kind of saying to yourself, like, what was I hiding from? Like, what was I hiding from? What was I hiding from? Why was I, you know, doing all these things not to accept the truth that was within me, and to maybe have some masks on, not just with other people, which within yourself. Maybe you're coming out of a period where you were deluding yourself with certain false ideas, and now you've just laid all that bare. You're feeling unburdened. You're feeling free. You're kind of like, oh, wow, this feels so amazing. And I feel so vulnerable, but I feel safe in my vulnerability. I don't feel raw. I don't feel exposed. I don't feel like anybody's going to hurt me. I just feel good. So maybe seeing yourself in a new way for the first time, or maybe bearing your soul in a way that leaves you feeling naked, but also empowered by what's possible. There's a beauty in this week of being seen and heard, perhaps for the first time. And with these changes and developments, we're going to slow down and take our time with the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, it's a woman on a horse, and she's just kind of holding the pentacle. And so with everything that's going on, with your new vulnerability, with your new power, it's kind of just like being still for a moment and just being present with yourself and just, being in your body and just taking it all in. So be still before moving forward. Be still before moving forward. And then we're going to move. So just a reminder what the themes are for this week. Secrets revealed, high emotion, joyful celebration, inspiration, a victory, emotional vulnerability, and the power in standing still. The power in standing still. And so then we're going to the third full week of January 2025. That's the 19th through the 25th. And those themes for that week are perspective changes, even more alchemy, the magician came back again, coming together in powerful unity and purpose. I'll repeat, perspective changes, even more alchemy, coming together in powerful unity and purpose. And this is for the 19th through the 25th. So we are entering this week with a changed mind and a new perspective. Oh, wait, let me just tell you the cards we had. So we had the Hangman, we had the Magician again, we had the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Wands also came back again. The Six of Wands also came back. Remember, the Six of Wands was in the was just in the last week as well. So again, a lot of feminine energy. And the Six of Wands in this deck is interesting. It's a woman on a horse and then another woman, giving her something. And you see the other people around her like celebrating. So we're entering this week with a changed mind and a new perspective. The last couple weeks have shown you a different side of things, a new side of life. So now you're seeing what changes you need to make and what lies ahead. And the Magician is here again to provide the power of alchemy and transformation for you to utilize and fully embrace. You may get some messages about your new beginning that seem small and minuscule, but don't be disappointed by this because as things move ahead, there will be more significant unity and cohesion. Because the Page of Pentacles was bookend between two very big cards. So there may be something that comes forward and it's like, oh, wow, I'm just getting this. This doesn't seem like anything. This seems like, not really what I was expecting, but that is just a temporary energy. And if the energy moves on, it goes into something that's more flowering, more flourishing, and bigger. Remember, unity and cohesion is ahead. So we have, because right next to the Page of Pentacles, we had the Lovers, and that was followed by the Queen of Wands again. So big moves are happening, and there is a definite energy of a powerful coming together. Because then we have the Two of Cups, another reinforcement of the energy of coming together emotionally. And the Queen of Wands is here, powerful, decisive, and sure. And we end the week with the Six of Wands again. Another appearance to emphasize the presence of victory and feminine power ahead. The power of the feminine is very powerful for the month of January. Remember, the themes for the third full week are perspective changes, alchemy, even more alchemy, coming together in power and unity and purpose. So now we're going to the last week, full week of the month of January. And those themes are mental fatigue and strain, rebalancing, and a reconfiguration. The themes are mental fatigue and strain, a rebalancing, and a reconfiguration. So for the week 4, which is January 26th through the 31st, so we have the Two of Cups came back. Two of Cups came back again after just being in the third week. We have the Two of Cups, We have the Five of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Justice cards. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Empress, and we have the Knight of Cups. So the harmony of the Two of Cups, the coming together is here with us again. Spirit wants us to know coming together emotionally will be really pivotal at this time. Mental defeat, mental exhaustion may also be present as well. I'm not so much getting defeat as exhaustion. I'm getting that people are going to be mentally exhausted. So mental defeat and exhaustion may also be present as well. But this will just mean we need to regroup and gather ourselves. We may be working through some mental strain this week, but with the Eight of Wands here, new information will continue to come in quickly. So we will need to find our balance because the Justice card is here. Things are being reconfigured and figured out. An important rebalancing is occurring. We'll need to take the blinders off and make some important decisions. The mental exhaustion of the Five of Swords means we are feeling strained and maybe a little in over our heads mentally, but not all is lost. We still have to make a decision in order to move forward. And the Empress is here helping us to expand so that we can face what we need to emotionally. With the Knight of Cups, it's time to look at what's ahead and stop walking an emotional tightrope. Because interesting with this night in this deck with the Knight of Cups, it's a girl, she's on a horse, but the horse is in the water. So there's a lot of emotions here, but I also felt like, like when I've never been on a horse in the water, but I could understand why you would feel like you were really trying to balance things. So that's the sense I got as I looked at that card. And so I'll repeat, with the Knight of Cups, it's time to look at what's ahead and stop walking an emotional tightrope. So this is the conclusion of the update, the energy update for January 2025. I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see how things play out. I'm excited to see how this all unfolds as it pertains to the feminine energy. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. I love doing this. This is, my passion and my life's work and part of my life's work. And so I'm really, really happy to do it. So please let me know your thoughts and your feelings. If you'd like to sign up for our monthly angelic newsletter, our first one is just went out. By the time this reaches all of you, it will have gone out. So please consider signing up so you can join us, be on the email list for February. I send you an angelic transmission and also a meditation. So please join us, continue to help our community grow. Like this video, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts so that we can continue to transform ourselves, empower ourselves, heal ourselves, and, just prepare for the new world that we're all bringing about, a new world of light and love and peace. Okay, so my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a intuitive, a spiritual psychotherapist, an energy healer, an author, and I'm so happy to do this work and be here with all of you. So everyone have a wonderful day and have a wonderful 2025 and Happy New Year.